Hey guys, this is Hell Hades Free to Play 2024. Guys, in about 7 to 8 hours, I would have started my free to play last week. So we're closing in on 7 full days, like 6.5 full days of playing Raid Shadow Legends. And we're at a bit of a turning point. So get 4 champions to level 50 just happened. I'll tell you why. Because we've got the Blade Master. Rathalos has just got to level 50. I've got his food ready to munch. Beauty, 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 beauty. They're all wearing some crap stuff. He might actually be wearing something worth keeping. It's a shame I've lost him from my Clan Boss team, but it is what it is. I need more 6 stars. And the Blade Master is going to be the next one in the group. I could put 3 books into him already. I really would love to get some book damage going on this A2. But for now, we're going to hold. And I think just wait until there's like a champion training tournament where you get points for booking. Or maybe even the next CVC. It's not going to make that much difference, I think, right now. So I'm kind of holding off on books until there's a reason to book. But massive. So it does mean that I can start to punch on. Hold on. Cheeky little shard. What are we saying? What are we saying? Who's the epic? Who is it? Ah, it's a rare. A rare. He's got a dodgy old shield. Mimrodon. Yeah, whatever. Useless. Yeah, so obviously getting someone else to 6 stars is going to help me along. I actually think 2 6 stars in under 7 days is pretty mad. That's a kind of like a nuts rate. So quite pleased with that. I can do the spider tournament super easy. So I'm actually going to go and do a little bit of a run on missions. The next thing which is going to hold me up is Fuse Justiciar, but I'm going to get this Sacred Shard today. Okay, spider done. Done. Clan boss hit. Let's go. Did it tell me what level, or is it just any clan boss? I think it's any. Yeah, any. So I've already hit normal, I think, today. So might as well get hit on hard. My clan boss damage is low. I don't have good clan boss champions yet. I don't really have anything that's making sense for clan boss apart from Kale. So yeah, basically I'm just doing what I can until I get more masteries on people, until I get a couple more clan boss champions. My damage level is just kind of like minuscule. Multiple hits of poison is what I need. I need to get Brimstone. In fact, we're going to pull the souls in a minute. I need to get Brimstone on the Blade Master. The only trouble with that, thinking it through, is that Blade Master doesn't need any accuracy whatsoever. But I still think for a low-level account, you're better off putting Brimstone on him and giving him accuracy. A bit like we did with Rhonda back in the day. I still feel like it's going to give you the best gains for your account if you're a lower level to get the Brimstone and get that smite debuff landing. But you will need accuracy for it to land, which sucks a bit, honestly, because you don't need accuracy in his kit for anything else. In fact, you just kind of want him to be a raw damage dealer. But I think you'll get more damage out of him with Brimstone than not. But yeah, you'll see this fly through. We're probably going to end up doing something close to 2.5 to 3 million on hard, which is not a lot. I'm quite a bit behind a lot of the other players. A lot of players have pulled champions that help them with Clan Boss, and I've not pulled anyone at all that helps me with Clan Boss. Cool thing about Rathalos is he's just given us this decreased defense. Like with 0 accuracy, it's always going to be on. So it does mean that we do more damage with our Kale and stuff as I start to ramp him up. And we get more damage out of Warmaster as well. So that's cool. 2.7, no, it's not terrible. Not enough to do any sort of serious amount of damage in terms of breaking through levels. And that's what you want to be doing with Clan Boss. You want to be kind of ramping yourself up really into top chest area. I'm, what's that, 3.34. So I'm kind of sitting down first chest. One more key will only get me into second chest, which is not great, but it is what it is. We're still very early. Mission done. Epic book, lovely. Energy, lovely. And now we need to fuse Justiciar. So this is, where is he? Here. I've only got 1 of them in it. I've got to go and find the other 3, which I think the only one I've ever had a copy of so far is Heiress. So what I'm going to be doing here, certainly for Heiress, I'm going to be farming the boot stage of Palace of Aravia to try and get myself some speed boots. For the other areas, the Deadlands, it's just kind of like I probably just farm the shield stage for more silver, and Spirit Host, which is Durum Forest, I'll probably do the same as well. I'm trying to save my gems at this point because I want to buy masteries for Rathalos. So, you know, since about 2 days ago, I've stopped using any gems for energy, and I've kind of gone back into the hard save. And slowly but surely, we're kind of like just finding little gem bits and bobs on missions and stuff, which is helping us out. But it is slow and steady. Maybe there's some gems in here or some energy. Gems. Beautiful. This is what I'm talking about. So to 370, I'm nearly halfway to being able to gem my Rathalos. And then after that, I should be able to farm Minotaur really comfortably with 260s. So kind of working our way through. The arena is an absolute dogfight. There's nothing I can hit unless I get lucky. Somebody is in Gold 3 arena already. I don't know how they're doing it because who are you fighting, mate? Who are you fighting? Unless I see a one-man team, I've got nothing to fight, which sucks, honestly. It's a really bad experience for new raid players. Okay, so we're going to start Palace of Aravia in the boot stage. We're going to get him leveling in the meantime. And I just keep going with food, honestly. So you just want to keep building your food banks up for the next one. So I feel like I underplayed the amount of energy I was going to need to get myself all of these champions for Justiciar. In fact, I got a couple of Avengers. I didn't get a single heiress, which means that all I've done really is been on boot farm duty and leveling out my Rathalos here. And today has not been the lucky day to get exactly what I've been after. So I guess the grind continues. Oh, but I did get a couple of sets of speed boots. So we've got 1, 2, and then a few 4 stars as well. The 4-star one, perfect for my faction war champions, and then the 5 stars are going to go on some of the other champions that I'm kind of building out. For example, this guy in these crappy boots is going to get an upgrade. Remove, destroy, confirm. Don't pay silver to take off crap. Top tip of the day. Probably other top tip, which I didn't do here. I just made a mistake. Like, just check to see what the substats are before you put your boots on. Because otherwise, like in this situation, you might have just wasted 50k. Because these boots are probably better. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. If I see crit rate or crit damage, they're probably actually about the same. All right, so for now, he keeps these ones. And my Blade Master just grew like 25 odd speed. He's in lifesteal gear and kind of starting to get ready to mess stuff up. Doesn't really have the crit rate to do it yet. I need some crit rate gloves. But for now, these will do. Does have an attack percent chest. So, and he does have lifesteal gear. Lifesteal gear is only good if you start hitting with some sort of damage. So until he gets a higher level, until we get a bit more damage on him, until we get his masteries, he's just going to be just growing and growing. What I will do, though, just to finish this video off, is check out if we get lucky on the Soulstones. No way. Oh, Kreela. I do have him on the wish list and my other champions on the wish list, by the way. Not that the wish list does a lot. Wish list or trap list, you decide. But I wouldn't mind seeing a Kale pop out. I wouldn't mind seeing a Blade Master pop out. We've got a mythical, of course. Arbaeus. How long till I'm going to need that one on this account? Probably never. Zelatar, no thanks. Another epic is a Thanassel. And then we've got a big boy one. You get these for free, by the way, when you get to a certain level. Like all of these are just dropping in the account. That would have been nice as a Kale. And I am just keeping my eye on the market whenever it upgrades, because getting the Kale or the Arbaeus souls actually makes it quite a big difference to my account. Last thing I want to say, in fact, we're going to pull that shard that's staring me in the face. Is that epic? Here it is. Rare. Ironclad, whatever. Yeah, last thing I want to call out is Doom Tower. So I've flown up to level 30. Yeah, we beat first one super easy. Kale basically soloed the Nether Spider pretty comfortably with my same Kale build that was in my video from yesterday. Now we have got to the first proper challenge, and I was checking out the leaderboards from the free-to-play challenge, yeah? So you can come here. I'll link this down below. All of the creators that are part of the free-to-play challenge are in this group. And then we've got the leaderboard. So we've got the leaderboard, which shows content creators when you first come in. We've got, if you hit show leaderboards, it shows how the teams are doing. Literally neck and neck at the top. My team versus Team Scratch. So Mullet Reaver leading the way for my team. We've got Sam's doing a great job. Sam, the raid man. Saf's in there. Finally sleeps. Engaging gamer. All good scores, actually. All good. Bearing in mind, like, I'm at 1201. If we hit show community, which is everybody doing this free-to-play challenge, and go to the overall leaderboard, I am on... So, yeah, I'm 28th out of everybody doing the challenge right now. Yeah, and that's hundreds of players. So, I'm top 28. So, yeah, I'm in a solid position, which obviously means that Mullet Reaver's doing even better by quite some way, 1355. Scratch's team has got one guy doing absolutely broken, not dead. Actually, a couple guys. Propio, I think you say that. Two absolutely flying as well. Drock's team doing pretty decent with Drock leading the way on his team. Good effort. Odd One is flying as well. Odd One's absolutely flying. 1596. He's done a ton of work. But yeah, you can see that it's heating up. Like, as people are starting to get a bit of a roster together, starting to get some stuff going on, the point scoring is starting to get quite sexy. But what I wanted to show you was, for the Doom Tower, nobody yet has beaten the Scarab boss. So it shows it's literally, it's the sticking point for everybody right now in Doom Tower. Can you beat that Scarab boss? I've been a little bit fortunate that I do have a Blood Shield accessory that dropped from the Clan v Clan that just happened. So I've got one for the Blade Master, and I've also got one for Mordecai. But the problem is, I'm not in a position yet to go and farm regen gear. I do not have a team suitable for Fire Knight at all. In fact, my only multi-hitter is Kale, and that's only on one of his skills. Everybody else is just a nothing champion for Fire Knight. So I am badly in need of a big like multi-hitter for Fire Knight to help me through that, because that's where I'm going to get the regen gear, and regen gear will give me a chance of beating that Scarab boss with either Mordecai here or the Blade Master. But as it stands right now, I guess I can show you. If you go in with too many champions, you get wrecked. Let's go in this team. So yeah, if you go in with too many champions, you get wrecked. If you can't decrease turn meter effectively, you'll get wrecked. And yeah, basically, it leaves us in this position of we just can't do it. We're just nowhere near. Kind of need as well, like, some of my champions to be dead. Basically, you want near enough all of your team dead, apart from the people that have actually got the Blood Shield accessories. Otherwise, you just trigger all of these counterattacks. So I do actually want my team to die off here. Even then, I know that I can't do it. I know that I do not have the squad here to make this happen. But I'm kind of like having to slow down and let them try and kill my team. One's down there. Kind of need Kale dead at least as well. Probably DIDNT dead as well, honestly. I guess the other thing is I should be bringing someone in a shield set, but it matters so little right now. I just don't have the squad to do it. Dead. Kale. Come on. Give him a proper hit. Please. Okay, Kale dead. Mordecai is kind of okay. So you see, when we get onto the actual boss here, the problem everyone's having is we don't have effective ways to do the damage. Burn's not bad, fairness. DIDNT's going to trigger counterattacks straight away. And that's what we can't have. Every time DIDNT hits, the boss is counterattacking. Whereas the two guys with Blood Shield, that doesn't happen with. So it gives us a chance. But look how quickly we get nuked. So yeah, it's going to be tough. That's going to be a tough one to beat, which is why nobody has beaten it yet. And I guess until I get some half-decent regen gear, that's going to be a tricky one to beat. But I feel like Mordecai might be my answer with that burn damage whilst just staying alive. But even then, it feels like it's dodgy, honestly. So, yeah, so definitely there's a reason why no one's beaten it yet. It is hard as nails. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Loads of progression going on. Have yourself a great weekend, and I'll be checking in probably Sunday or maybe Monday with the next free-to-play update.